Hey, what's up guys, this is Sohan and you're watching Technical Spark. Friends, in this video under Endpoint Security series, today I'm going to talk about how to deploy endpoint security agents on your end user machines, as well as the prerequisite like what things you will have to configure or you will have your EPO server to be ready with, like your client task configurations, or if you are upgrading or deploying the fresh agent, then how exactly you will configure the tags. So those are the basic things we'll cover in this video, and we'll successfully deploy agent on one of the test machine and we'll see how it works. So before we start, one small intro video. Welcome back guys. Now as always, very first we'll have to log in into our EPO console so that I can start demonstrating how things works. For that I'm logging with my admin ID, and you can log in with any ID which has the admin privileges, because we have to edit the policy. So make sure you have the appropriate rights before you proceed further. And as I could show you, under system tree I will be deploying agent on this T1 machine. If I just expand this, then under products I don't have any endpoint security software installed on this machine. Okay guys, and under the assign client tasks I don't have any task as well. So the best way to deploy this agent is, very first we'll need to configure the client task, because without this our deployment is not going to be proceed further. So for that I'm going into the client task catalog. This is the option. Once you reach here, then click on the Trellix agent and then product deployment. Now let's copy one of the tasks which is available here. Okay, I have copied this, and now select new task. Product deployment, that is correct. Click on OK, and here we'll have to give one task name. So for this I'll be specifying ENS Windows, and we'll select the version as well. But for that, very first product we'll have to deploy, that is endpoint security, and the version is 10.7. so accordingly we'll give the name to our task. If you want to be very specific, then you can give any task name as per your convenient, so that later on you will be able to identify your task. Now let me just add a couple of more task product components here for the deployment. The second one is threat prevention, third one is web, and the fourth one is firewall. Here we go. So I have added all the things which is required. However guys, if you scroll down here, then you will find one more additional component. But for that adaptive threat prevention, I will be creating one separate task. However, if you want, you can add this, but as far as I'm working, I always prefer that deploying that particular package separately. Apart from this, you don't have to do anything. Okay guys, just check the action. So everywhere is selected install, and this is the best sequence. Okay, but make sure when during the installation this has to be on the top, and during the uninstallation it has to be at the bottom. Okay guys, now let's click on save. So my task has been created. Let's create one more task. For this, let me copy the right now which task which we have created and create one more new task. Okay, adaptive threat protection, select that. Perfect, this is for the Windows, and save. Both the task has been created. Now we'll go to the system tree and assign one assignment here, that is we just created. Go to the agent, product deployment, and choose the task which you have created. So this is the one, right? Unlock, send this task to all computers, and enable run immediately we'll choose here. Perfect, and click on save. My task has been saved for this particular machine. So before we proceed, there is a couple of other things are also available, so that is I'll tell you after some time. For that, let's go to the client machine. So guys, this is my client machine, and if I go to my about section of this particular Trellix agent, then this is a T1 machine, and I don't have any other product installed into this machine right now. But what we'll do, we'll click on check for new policy, enforce policy. See, the task which I have assigned for the endpoint security installation is received, and now installation becomes active. And this process will install all the 4 components which we have selected into our client task policy. So that's how you will be able to deploy the agents on your machine. Yeah, all through this process happens automatically, but since I'm on remote session and I don't have much time because I'm preparing a video for all you guys, so I'm just doing check for new policy, enforce policy, so that process will be done a little faster. The things are getting downloaded. ENS DP, this is the platform. Let me just maximize this, and once this particular component is added, guys, then you will find that component in here, okay, endpoint security wizard. Perfect, guys. It seems that update has been succeed for platform, and now it's trying to download the threat prevention. This is our second package, you can see here. Now let's check whether this is appear here or not. Yeah, endpoint security, this particular component has been appear. Let's click on that. See, it's got appear. Now if I go to the about section, then here also it will show Trellix Endpoint Security. So guys, basically this is how the the deployment works, and one by one it will download and install all the package which is available. Core content install, this is for the definitions. Okay, so guys, meanwhile this installation will definitely successfully get complete. Okay, it's in progress right now, so we'll come back to this later. But before that, let me share you a couple of things that how exactly you can download if you want to install the package manually. Okay, so let's go to the EPO server. So guys, on EPO server, basically your installation directory where exactly your EPO is installed, you will have to go to that particular directly to get the setup files for the manual download. Okay guys, so in my case, my EPO is installed into the C drive, program files, and then Trellix ePolicy Orchestrator. Under this, we'll have to click on the DB and then software. And all, since as you know that all the products are in current branch, because this is where I have imported, accordingly you will have to choose those. And these are the component which we have downloaded. So this is the platform package. Okay, so you can just simply go here and copy this entire folder, okay, so that your installation will get successful. This is a setup which you can run. So this is the first package, which is endpoint.js. The second one is ATP, then your firewall and web protection, as well as the ATP. Okay, so you can download all this copy all this package into the end user machines, and you can do the installation manually. Okay, now I hope the things are clear how exactly you can from where you can copy the package for the manual installation. Okay, now let me tell you one more thing, that is how exactly you will do the tag based deployment. Okay, for that let's go to the tag catalog, and here you will be able to create your tags as per your requirement. Okay, for that simply click on new tag, give some XYZ name, and then add the criteria how exactly you want to perform the deployment. For example, let's say OS type or platform, whatever you find convenient, you can choose one of those. Workstation, server. Okay, so right now I just have workstation, that's why it's showing workstation. If you have server as well, then you would have given the more options. Under this OS type, okay, I just have Windows 11, so that's the reason I'm selecting Windows 11. Okay, so if you have Mac, Linux client, so accordingly you will be able to filter it out. Once all the things are set, then what you can do, you can add some additional criteria, like your endpoint security version is so and so, or let's say wherever the endpoint security product is installed, you will be able to choose those system into the tags. I'm not going into the much details right now because all those things I have already covered in my previous series, like my Trellix Agent, DLP, drive encryption, FRP. So all those things are available into my previous video. Just go through those series or just directly check out the agent deployment videos from those series for the more information, okay? Because those things are tested very much thoroughly. What is the uses, restriction, evaluation criteria or systems to which the tags are assigned, everything is included there. So I hope now you have understood this plan, tags as well, how exactly this works. Now let me go to the system tree and we'll go to our end user client machine to check whether the installation is succeed or not. It's still going on. Let me maximize this. Oh, it looks like the entire installation has been completed and is showing the status as a finish, successful. Let's open my system here. About, yeah, perfect, 10.7. And now if I go to my endpoint security, it should show all the modules which I have selected. Perfect. Threat prevention, firewall and web control. Platform means, guys, this is your GUI, so it will not appear here, okay, in this particular window. So my installation is successfully completed, and now is trying to update the definitions, which you will be able to see from about section, okay, whether it's updated, not updated, expert prevention version, as well as your AMCore version 0.5. so it's yet to be updated, and update is going on, is getting downloaded, guys. Now for now what we'll do, we'll go to the EPO server and we'll add one more package, that is adaptive threat protection. So let's do that. For that I'm going to my EPO server again, assign client task, and here I'll add one more task, that is our agent product deployment and ENS ATP. We'll select the condition here as a run immediately. Guys, you can play around with this schedule type as per your requirement. Click on OK and task has been added. Now let's go back to the client machine again. Okay, now just do a check for new policy once. Perfect. My task has been added and it has become active. Okay, it looks like my AMCore engine has been updated. Now it will update our other module and then ATP. Great. Now our ATP installation is also begin. You can see the status here. Now we're downloading all the required files and those will be installed into our endpoint security application. So let's wait for some time for the installation to get complete. Guys, things are pretty much straightforward. You just have to understand exactly how exactly the flow is and how things works. Don't make this thing confusing, okay? See, the update is also installed. Now our Trellix Endpoint Security, yeah, adaptive threat prevention is available and all the statuses shows enable. Now after some time we'll be going to check these things very much deeper in our next videos. So for this video is just for the for your demonstration that how exactly the agent deployment works and how to configure those. Now let's go back to our EPO server to check out the status. So under EPO server, let's go to the systems and open this system products. See, threat prevention, platform, web control, firewall, adaptive threat prevention, all the components have been successfully installed with the today's date. 19 is the today's date, 19 November, where when I'm recording this session, and it's almost 7 PM at the evening. Status is showing successful. Perfect. So guys, I hopefully you have understood how exactly the deployment process work, and in this video this is what I'm going to cover, and in next video I'll be covering the agent GUI, and after that we'll start touching to the policies. Guys, if you found this video useful, then please click on the like button and don't forget to share and subscribe. This is Sohan signing out. I'll catch you in the next amazing video. Till then, bye bye.